Welcome to Masters at Wagtail. I'm at the park today enjoying some lovely time. So, some of you noticed that I completed a commercial job that I've gotten just from adding two more coverage areas on my free Yelp listing. The very next day, Royal Farms calls me and I got the job. But you see, for every action, there's a reaction, and the laws of attraction and karma applies. I don't care what some of you skeptics may call just coincidence. It doesn't really matter to me because you ain't telling me nothing. Because I know what the real deal is. So after I got in that account, not only did I make some bucks, but it transpired and transformed into something more grand, and that's getting me more work, quarterly work with the person that hired me, as well as some other stuff coming down the lines. The words that she put it was, I'm going to get tired of hearing from her. So it doesn't stop there. Not only did I make a sale on my trad pack that I was using on the job, some Spanish guy who was putting in tile on the floor. He's not even a window cleaner. But what he sees intrigued him because he can not only use it for that if he wanted to, which I don't think he had any intentions of using it to clean windows, but he saw something else. As I stated before, remember I told you it's universal. You don't have to just use it for one thing. You can use it for sanitizing, deodorizing carpets. You can use it to make any water-fed pole wireless. You can use it for mobile detailing, scrubbing the floors, you name it. So he asked me how much. He can barely speak English. And I couldn't understand some of the words, and then he was pointing his finger to his own head. And I think I knew what he meant by that. He was like, man, you smart, you think, you know. So it doesn't end there. So I got talking to another guy. We were talking about Trump and the corona and the agendas that follow and all this stuff. And he said, you know what, you got a card? You an intelligent guy, man. I like to talk sometime. He took down my number. He had to be a little older than me. He took down my phone number. He was a general contractor. You see, these people, once they get past the personality part, me and him been working on that same job, and he saw my skills from the short amount of time before he asked me for my card. You see, never think no one's looking and paying attention to you. And this is what I'm saying. You got to always present yourself as the best person that they ever wanted to encounter, whether it be on a personality level or on a work physical level. Because they see your skills, they know, oh man, that guy knows what he's doing. And then when you speak, oh man, that guy knows what he's talking about. You know, because that just boils down to confidence, and people can show they can see when you're afraid, just like a dog can sense fear. Some people can read that. You don't even have to speak. Your body language says it all. So if you don't move confident, if you don't look confident, and if you don't speak confident, you don't never know what kind of doors you closing on yourself. Why don't you open some doors? Change your mindset. You'd be surprised how many doors get open to you without you even trying to even think about a door, or let alone walk through a door. You know, what door do you want to walk down? Do you want to outweigh your options? You want to, have more choices in life? This is how you get choices. You can just pick what area and direction to go down. But if your mindset isn't there, these doors will be invisible to you. You won't have choices in life. So I'm actually going to donate a pack because I told y'all I had spare parts coming in. This is going to be a contest for it. I haven't figured out what contest I'm going to do yet, and I may or may not only provide that free pack for people in my Facebook group. I haven't decided yet, but needless to say, somebody's going to get it. That's all I can say. So just stay tuned for that. And I'm feeling pretty good, man. I'm feeling pretty good. Also, at a house, based on my random acts of kindness that I got, and I help somebody out, and then the very next day, I go back to do the house to finish it up. Her neighbor came down the street and wanted me to come price her house. And the following week, I had to do it. I got it, and I did it. And someone had said something on Facebook when I went live. They told me that I talk too much and that you should be showing up, doing the job, and keeping it short. And he says, I don't have to talk because I pay advertisement, and this is how I get my job. So I price the jobs, and there's no talking involved. I said, well, that's fine, and I'm glad that you see that way, but say I'm not an advertisement guy. Word of mouth was my advertisement. My reputation was my advertisement. And my gift to gab, to actually get to know my customers, was my advertisement. You see, they didn't look at me as a salesman. They looked at me as someone who has something that they need, and that I provided, and a good price. And not only that the fact that I wasn't just there to hit and run, splash and dash. Anybody could come there and show up and clean their windows and get the heck out of Dodge. But it takes a genuine person to actually come there to do the work and speak with them, to actually get to know them and why they even decided to even call you. You know, you got to poke and pry to see who you're getting into bed with, so to speak. You got to know who you're going into business with. It's okay to show up and get their money and run, but do you really want to get to know them? They will actually feel more comfortable turning you on to more business. So me talking too much is never a negative thing. It's a positive thing for me, but not to that person, because you know what? He's more or less on money. You see, he's working for the money. He's letting the money be a slave to him. You know why? Because he's thinking in terms of, okay, I wasted 45 minutes talking to these people. That's 45 minutes. That's almost $100 that this is his thing. $75 worth of talking I did. 45 minutes when it's 45 minutes of work that I could have either did or been on to another job to even make. Okay, well, when you ain't got nothing else going on, then what difference does it make? You see, he's worried about chasing the money. I'm not worried about chasing the money. You know, don't be a pig in life. You see, my gift to gab and my wasting time got me $1,000 Honda pressure washer that could fit literally in the trunk of my car. So I say to people who think that I talk too much, you try talking too much and see where it gets you. Watch what I tell you. You're going to be like, hey, man, that's not a bad idea. You better get to know your customers, and you better get to know them fast. Because especially now more than ever, you better keep a personal relationship with your customers. Because if you don't have any honor amongst friends, so to speak, between the people you do business with, you ain't going to be able to move fast enough, and they will cut you loose and find somebody that can get the job, especially when they know you don't have a personal relationship. Every customer I have I put a personal relationship with, because that's just good business practice, in my opinion. You don't always have to splash and dash and only be thinking about money. So tomorrow I'm taking y'all on a ride with me to go pick this power washer up, because his wife called me and told me that it's ready. He had it serviced for me and everything. Last time he told me that I would have to get the pump fixed. Now the pump could be like $600 or $700. I don't know what strings he pulled to get this done, but he said it's all ready to go. All I have to do is pull the cord. You see what talking too much gave me? That's marvelous. Simply marvelous, darling. He said, his wife said that he wants to help me make money so I can start power washing. You see, even if it's corona, I don't have to go on the inside and they don't have to worry about germs. I could just show up and start splashing and dashing myself, you know? He just gave me a money making machine. That's one less thing I have to worry about getting next now, unless I want to upgrade. But this is going to do whatever I need it to do. Trust me. Man, this is fantastic. Now I just got to have one of you help me find out what chemicals I need to do power washer and soft washer. And you know my history. I don't want to climb on ladders. So if I have to get extension arms and bars, tell me which ones to get. If I got to get the Vic tip, then I'm going to get the Vic tip. But this is Masters at Wagtail, and I'll see you in the next one. Macafrackalacka. Peace, peace, peace.